Alright, we are here back with another video. I know this seems like a bit of a random video, but I decided I might as well just sit down and actually react to the homie GORESH'S brand new tier list video that I actually did about a day ago, actually, ranking the top 10 best units in the game. I just got this idea, might as well, especially since, as you can even see over here, my boy Dugo got the idea. I know Playbox even did it as well, so I thought might as well, if other people are gonna do it, might as well jump in. I guess it'll be an extra video I can put out for today, so there's that. I'll be reacting to it. I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions on his takes and all stuff, in case if any of you guys are coming for GORESH'S video and all that. If I mention something that goes against what he says, like, no offense to GORESH for this tier list, alright? I can respect his opinions and all stuff, but I don't know, just hopefully just don't take anything too seriously in this video. Yeah, anyways, let's just jump in. It's gonna be a lengthy video, so there's that. Let's see. Let's just see. Alright, so for the sake of the video, so that way it doesn't take as long and all stuff, I decided to skip through the honorable mentions. I did watch through it though, kinda. Obviously, just to recap what he mentioned, the honorable mentions, he does have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so he basically ranked 6 units. He put 6 honorable mentions, with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta being at the top of the honorable mentions list. Then he put who else? Silverfoot Trunks in there. He also put Jiren as the third one, I guess, Future Gohan, and then Krutamer's Mazu, and then Bardock. Actually, Super Saiyan Bardock was the 6th unit. So that was his honorable mentions list. I just want to actually just jump straight into the okay. Well, now I can, damn it, I kind of spoiled myself, but hey, whatever. All right. Anyways, yeah. All right, editing Elusive here. I just want to mention, for the sake of the video not being too lengthy, it's still gonna be decently lengthy, of course, but for the sake of it not being like an hour long, because that's literally what the raw recording is, I'm gonna be cutting around bits and all stuff, so it's not gonna be the full raw video I'm gonna be reacting to. So obviously, I'll include certain bits, certain highlights that I feel like I would like to include and all stuff, maybe certain points that GORESH points out or whatever that I feel like are quite important to leave in, or maybe points that I myself want to include, you know, that maybe I mention and all stuff. So I don't know, just keep that in mind. I will be cutting around here and there and all that, so yeah, for the sake of the video, because I don't want to edit through an hour-long video. I mean, I have to anyways, but you know what I mean. Just anyways, hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
All right, well, in case you guys couldn't guess who was number 1 on the list, it is Android 17 and 18. And the crazy thing about this is I don't even think it's close. I think, because, I mean, we'll obviously go through the rest of the list here after, but yeah, I think when you compare, like, every other unit in the game, like, let me put it this way. If the androids are a 10, I think number 2 is, like, a 6. Like, wow. I get actually, like, 2nd year anniversary Vegito Blue / Zenkai Red LF Gohan vibes from this unit. That's how dominant they are, and that's how far and away the best unit in the game they are, as opposed to honestly everything else. Like, if I was to make a tier list and like put units in the tiers, this unit might have its own tier. Like this unit might have like the Android 17 and 18 tier, and then everything else would be under them.
All right, let me explain my take on this. How long does it? What the hell? He talks about them for a long while. Okay, and then the other ones. Okay, I don't want to move any forward because I don't want to know what number 2 is. My opinion on this, I'm honestly agree. I feel like I do agree. I know I haven't done my tier list yet I didn't do one last month, and I haven't done one yet for this month. I'm waiting until Vegito Blue gets to Zenkai. At the time of recording this is literally like the day before Zenkai. So in case of you guys are watching after he's gotten to Zenkai, yeah, but I've been waiting until then to at least rank him and all stuff, so, or to do my tier list. So yeah, but I actually have been thinking about it, and I also probably do agree the androids are number 1. I've also been seeing a lot of other people mention that the androids, like, they think they're the best unit in the game. The androids are just ridiculous. Like, the androids just do absolutely everything. Just like you said, they feel like they are like a cut above the rest for sure. Like, I don't know if I would go as far as like, oh, they're like by far like on their own tier, like they're like 3 tiers above everything else, but they are very good. Like, maybe I would put them in a separate tier. I don't know, but I honestly do agree. Like, they're probably the best unit in the game. Like, I have no issues with this placement whatsoever. Like, they just do everything. They do good damage. It can tank pretty well. Like, they combo for so long. They're healing as they combo. Their green cards are ridiculous. Like, the fact that you can get special cover change notification, you can just combo forever. 18 can remove your vanish, like destroy Dragon Balls when you swap between them, like all that stuff. It's just, they do so much and they're so oppressive that is just too much. Like, they are actually just too good, I feel like. Yeah, it's ridiculous. This unit is definitely very good, so I honestly agree with this. Oh, yeah.
This character, just right now, with them being as dominant as they are, like, I just do not enjoy fighting them at all.
I will say that I know like for a while now I've been mentioning like especially before Anniversary, Ultra Kaioken Goku to me is like the most annoying unit in the game. But I think the more I've fought against the androids, they are just like Kaioken Goku is definitely annoying for sure. He is very annoying for sure. But the androids, the most annoying thing I find is, all right, scenario time. The battle starts. They float back to long range. You throw one blast card, it could be anything, and you see 17's finger rise up and you just get blasted, and guess what? You're dead. Like, literally, you go back, you fire a blast, he's like, die, and it's just like, you die. Like, simple as that. You just lose. Like, the amount of damage 17 will proceed to do in that combo, and how long that combo will go on for is ridiculous. Like, yeah, that is probably the most annoying thing. It almost feels like, honestly, if you get hit by that green card frame 1, like the scenario that I just explained, it feels like you probably just lose, honestly. Like, the amount of times I've actually just straight up just forfeited because, like, I get my character 1 comboed or something like that. I don't know. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this unit, I feel like, honestly, as time has gone on, I feel like this unit is probably more annoying to fight against than Ultra Kaioken. MUI is annoying, but now I'm starting to get the hang of them, kind of, in terms of fighting against them. But the androids, compared to Kaioken at the very least, yeah, androids, I feel like at this point take the cake for sure. Yeah, that's also the thing about the difference between them and Kaioken. I might actually probably skip, honestly. Oh, okay. I didn't see who was number 2. I'm just gonna skip because it's pretty obvious why they're number 1. Honestly, I will say the difference between them and Kaioken as well, and the reason why I think they're definitely more annoying, is because of the fact that Kaioken doesn't get special cover change notification until he pops his main, which is a decent bit into the match. They, however, like I mentioned earlier, frame 1, they back up, you attack, 17 raises his arm and you're fucking dead, basically. They nullify special cover changes, so you literally, the only thing you can do is probably just swap, but you're still gonna take damage. Like, you can't end their combo. Like, there's literally almost no way you can actually just straight up end their combo. Like, if they get a green card off frame 1, they just nullify special cover changes and they just combo forever. Like, there's really not much you can do about it, honestly. Like, you're forced to take the damage, and it's going to be quite a bit of damage. Unless you have the greatest tank in the game, which, as of right now, I don't know who will be the greatest tank in the game. I don't know if one even exists as of right now, but, like, I guess maybe the new Vegeta against 17, 18 would destroy. That's the thing about this unit, dude. It's like, yeah, the fact that they can get special cover change notification instantly, that is also another factor of them being more annoying. But I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip majority of the explanations that way. We already know why they're number 1. We already know exactly why they're good. All right, who's number 2? MUI Goku.
All right, so coming in at number 10.
Oh no! Oh no!
The top 10.
Okay. I was about to say. All right, this is number 10. Okay, so I thought it was. I know you explained it, but the way it seemed to me, I thought he was gonna go from number 1 through 10. I thought the next one was gonna be number 2. So okay, this is okay. I was about to say if Full Power Frieza was number 2. I'm sorry, Goresh. No disrespect, but you were just wrong. Like, no, like that. You were maybe a bit high when you're like, no respect, obviously. But that's just okay. No, it's number 10. Okay, we're good. Let me just move on. Let me stop digging myself into a hole.
Again, a character that was significantly crippled by Android 17 and 18's release.
Yeah.
Just this powerful red character. And then also...
Okay, if he's also ranking the top 10 best units in the game, just overall, I feel like Angel Golem Frieza will probably be... Okay, let me actually just mention what my top 10 is as well. I don't know why I haven't done that already. My top 10, I would actually... I actually don't know. Actually, let me just keep playing because I actually don't know. I'll think about it as we go.
I think the main reason why I decided to bump this guy down on the list as opposed to up is because of the fact that Angel Golden Frieza, I feel like, is just a better character on the LOE team right now.
Yeah. Like 100%.
First of all, you have to be running Android 17 and 18. Like that's just the number 1 rule of this meta. If you're not running 17 and 18, you're instantly at a disadvantage. So if you're running LOE,
I mean,
top two characters you're going to be running at all times, I think.
We'll see how Vegeta Blue changes things.
18, and
well,
then I probably would throw in Revival Freeze
just ignore
because
that.
of the fact that you want some kind of rush control, and Revive doesn't get nullified by anything except for Beerus, who nobody uses.
Yeah. Poor Beerus.
The third slot is kind of always going between this character and Angel Gold and Frieza, and I think like 9 times out of 10, I'd rather just use Angel Gold and Frieza. So this guy sort of became a bench character, but I mean, obviously, there's still really opportune times to bring this guy out into the actual match, right? Something else that's kind of hurt this guy as well is that there aren't really that many strong purples in the meta right now.
That is true.
Once upon a time, the game could not stop releasing purple characters, and then for some reason, they decided that purple characters no longer existed. So, obviously, him being yellow doesn't really help as much, but yeah, this guy's still very, very strong, very, very powerful, but he's number 10, so he barely makes the list this time.
Yeah. Who's
Coming
next?
in at number 9 on the.
Oh, he has Goku and Vegeta top 10. Above Power 3. You know what? I don't know if I would personally fully agree that they're top 10. But I can see the case for it. I can see that, honestly, the fact that MUI Goku came out, it's a buffer God key, you can run them alongside each other, all that stuff. I feel like that does, like, you have to take that into account. The fact that God Key is a very good team right now and all that, MUI Goku exists, does help out the team quite a bit. I feel like MUI Goku pairs pretty well. I mean, at least the Goku portion, you start off purple, so MUI Goku would counter their weakness to yellow, at least early on in the match before you swap into Vegeta. So, I mean, I can see it. I can see it. I don't know if, let me hear his explanation first, but I don't know if I fully agree, but I can see it. So I'm not too mad. Honestly,
I think building a team specifically around this character's defensive side is going to be really good. So, for example, if you want to go like a full HP bench and then give this guy full like defensive equipment, the only way they could really die is either via 17 and 18 80 card combo or just a Rising Rush. That's really it.
I don't know if a full defensive setup would actually be the best thing for Goku and Vegeta. It can work, but I feel like at least personally for me, I would personally just buff up their offense because that's what they're more so meant to do. Because on a full defense setup, I don't know, like, you would have to run them on Mono Purple. Like, Mono Purple, they can definitely still put in work for sure. Outside of Mono Purple is where they're definitely a little bit more iffy. Like, they can still do good damage, it's just more so defensive wise. Outside of Mono Purple, they just suck. Like, they're not good defensive wise. Offense wise, they're still fine though off of Mono Purple. Like, they can still do solid damage. Obviously on Mono Purple it's a lot better too, so it's just obviously Mono Purple at this point is definitely falling off a decent bit. It's definitely not the same team that it once used to be a couple months ago. So I will say, yeah, the fact that you can put Goku and Vegeta on like a lot of different teams, and obviously the leader slot exists, so you can put them on those like other different teams that they normally wouldn't fit on as well. This character still has value. Like, again, this unit's good for sure, but I let me see who else he has above them. Let me see.
At all for me about this character.
Who else will we have above him? I think
it's just power creep, right? There's just better characters now. That's all there is here.
Let's see.
Coming in at number
I had a feeling, yeah.
Is going to
Revival Frieza, yeah.
Revival Frieza.
I agree with this. He's better than them.
Kind of interesting that I have this guy higher on the list technically than Full Power Frieza. It's hard to say who's like straight up a better character, but I would bring this guy over Full Power Frieza like 9 times out of 10.
Oh yeah.
The endurance, the support, the healing. He's providing so much to his team while also being durable. He has the Dragon Ball destruction, tight neutrality. Like, he's doing so much. His green card, long range priority gaining green card is very, very good. I just, again, there's not really much to complain about with this guy, other than the fact that he's not really the strongest ever against 17 and 18, right? Even though he's blue, and he can do pretty well against the 17 side of the character. 18 literally kills this guy in like 2 cards, even at 14 stars.
I mean, that's literally any blue unit in the game, but yeah. Revival Frieza, I agree. Yeah, I definitely think he's better than Goku and Vegeta. Like, I definitely think he's better than Goku and Vegeta. Honestly, I'm going to put my guess in right now. I think his list will probably be... I think Cell might be next. I think. I don't know about the rest of the list. I'm gonna guess Cell's probably next, at least.
And another character.
We'll see if I'm right. I don't know.
Not really anything to complain about here. Just a very strong unit, and I think right now, in terms of Eloise specific team building, he is more valuable in my opinion than LF Full Power Frieza is, which is insane.
Oh yeah, his value is just incredible. Like he is that's easily probably the most, like he's easily one of the most valuable units in this game. Like period. Like for LOE, he's like a must-have, honestly. For powerful opponent as well, just like you mentioned. Like, yeah, Frieza overall is just very good.
Number 8 in the list here. Let's move on to number 7.
Cell.
All right, number 7.
Okay, this was gonna be my second guess. I was thinking about it, either him or Cell, but okay, so I guess Cell next. Cell might be number 6. Sorry.
Anytime a blue unit comes out in the near future and this guy's still relevant, he'll be there to kill you.
Yeah, it's funny because also that's how like Vegito Blue's about to get Zenkai. And this guy's probably going to be one of, if not the best counter against them, honestly, with that lock-in ultimate. So you can just catch Vegito Blue in a good combo, and you just lock him in and kill him with the ultimate. And it's funny, because that's how it literally was when he initially came out. This guy was the best counter against Vegito Blue back there in the second anniversary. So it's crazy how 2 years later, we're playing it's the same thing again. All things have come around full circle. Oh my god, like that's ridiculous. Dude. I still can't believe that Vegeta was actually getting Zenkai 2 years later. But yeah, this guy, I definitely agree. Honestly, I'll probably put him around this range too. Honestly, like number 7 range, I guess. What is the rest of his list? I don't know, but. I'm guessing Cell above him, but yeah, this Vegeta's ridiculous. Like, even though they didn't give him that much with the Zenkai, they gave him, you know, some extra stuff and all stuff. I don't know why I keep saying stuff like 2 times in a sense, but you know what? It is what it is. They gave him quite a bit for sure. Well, they didn't give enough. I'm waffling so hard, but he's very good. He's just very good. Like, even though I still remember everyone complaining about him, even I kind of somewhat like said like, oh, he's okay. He could have been better. Yeah, here we are complimenting him, and he's like the best Senkai in the game. Obviously, that might change when Vegito Blue gets his, but this guy's ridiculously good, just super valuable now. So yeah,
very strong, like very, very strong. I'm glad that they didn't do more. I'll just say that because they actually did handle this guy perfectly. I think anything on top of what they did for him already would be too much. So, all right, let's go on to the next character.
That's what I think they're oh, yeah, I was right. I guess so, yeah. I agree with this. Yeah. As of right now, I agree with Cell being better than Vegeta. But yeah, it's yeah, Vegeta overall is just a very good unit. I know people will always complain, especially when he came out, about, oh, he could have had special cover change notification, he could have had blast armor in his ultimate, he could have gotten key on his green card or whatever. I don't know, whatever else he needed. Yeah, it would have been nice to get those things, but honestly, as time has gone on, the more I've used them and all that stuff, I think honestly they did a good job on him. Like, he's perfect the way he is. He's still very good, even without those things. So yeah, yeah, okay, so for sure. All right, let's see what the homie has to say about my boy Cell. The perfect being. That was a shit intimidate. What? That was a not good impersonation. Or let me just.
Very similar to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I would say the equipment that this guy got probably isn't quite as good as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's unique equipment, but
really? You don't think that's good? I mean, I can see those two. I think are like the best plat equips for sure. Cells and Gogeta's are the 2 best plat equips we've gotten. Period. You can make a case for either one. I don't know. Gogeta's definitely very good for sure, but Cells is also very. I don't know.
It's almost there. It's almost on that level, I think, and which is good because when this guy first came out, he wasn't really at that level that we had hoped he'd be at. Kind of like a filler LF that nobody really cared about, which is sad because.
Hey! Wait a minute. No, nobody cared about. I was there for him one. Like I was there. I cared. I cared about it. I cared about him. I did. I summoned for him. I got him 6 stars. Said, oh, Legends Fest won't be better. I was freaking wrong. I was so wrong. I got lucky with Legends Fest, but still, like, man, yeah. Anyways,
major villain, one of the 3 major villains of Dragon Ball Z.
My personal favorite villain. Let's go.
Yeah, so he gets 50% damage and then on top of that, 50% ultimate damage.
Yeah.
And then his actual ultimate arts card, I think, gives him 30%. Yeah, 30%, and it's supreme.
Yeah. I actually for some reason didn't know that up until semi recently that he actually does supreme impact damage on his ultimate. I always kept thinking it was massive, and I was also curious, like, why does his ultimate actually hit like ridiculously hard? And it's partly because of the fact that it's supreme impact damage, and once he gets his gauge, he's literally getting, I don't know why I said it in that accent, whatever. He's literally getting like so much damage inflicted, like it's ridiculous.
But it's giving him extra damage
on
top of all that stuff we already just mentioned. Like his ultimate hits so hard. There are almost no characters that can survive a neutral ultimate from this guy.
Oh yeah.
With the proper setup on the team. Like,
yeah.
This guy, and on top of that, too,
especially with this guy, I feel like honestly, you probably with this equipment setup, you probably just want to go just equipment, just in terms of his equipment setup, just give him stuff that'll buff up his strike attack and special move and ultimate damage, which luckily he does have access to some very good ones. He literally has access to 2 equips, 2 main ones that come to mind that are perfect for him, which literally give him all that. He literally gets strike attack and special move and ultimate damage within those 2 equips. So I feel like those 2 equips you probably want to give to him. I feel like those are honestly must-run equips on him, and then obviously his plat equip. I'll probably just say those 3. Like I think there's like a Rose, like Scythe one or whatever that gives double base strike attack and special damage in the 3rd slot, and then there's like a First Form Cell one that gives, I think it's like blast defense for the 1st slot, and then it gives special and ultimate damage in the 2nd one, then base strike attack in the last one. Those 2 equips and then his plat equip, I'll probably say that's the equipment setup I would probably recommend for anyone, honestly. Like I feel like that's probably his best equipment setup for the most part.
Like,
so
not just because he's
that also helps him quite a bit.
He is really tanky as well. I believe he gets an extra.
At 14 stars, he's probably tanky, but I would have known since he's only 6 stars. But he's okay. He's okay defensive wise for me, at least.
Let's move on to.
All right, who do I guess is next? I'm gonna guess it's Angel Golem Frieza has to be somewhere within the top 5. Ultra Gogeta obviously has to be there. Kaioken, MUI Gok. I'm gonna guess Frieza. I'm gonna guess. Actually, I don't know, because Goresh has said in the past that he thinks Angel Golem Frieza is better than even the likes of the Ultras. Like he said even before the anniversary started that he thought Angel Golem Frieza was the best in the game. But would he move up Ultra Gogeta though, just because of the fact that MUI exists? You know what? I'm gonna go on an interesting take here. I'm gonna say Ultra Kaioken. I may be wrong. Either Ultra Kaioken or Angel Golem Frieza. No. Either one of the Ultras. I'm gonna go with one of the Ultras, and that's final. That's final.
Okay.
Yes, I got it right. All right, I had a feeling. All right.
Here's where things start to get a bit controversial.
Yeah. You know what? I agree. I think honestly at this point, Ultra Gogeta. Keep in mind that, by the way, this guy Ultra Kaioken, by the time we get Vegito Blue Zenkai and the PvP season resets, this guy will finally fall out of the boost system. He won't be featured tier boosted, so he'll finally be just not boosted at all. So you can finally see how he's gonna actually perform just with his own raw power. He's not gonna be getting boosted, so that will definitely affect him for sure. He's still gonna be good, obviously, but he's not gonna be as good. So that'll also affect him for sure. I would say honestly, as of right now, I do agree that I will actually probably put him around this range, honestly. Like, legitimately. I will probably put Ultra Gogeta above him, especially since Ultra Gogeta in this meta has a bit more value, especially since the fact that MUI Goku exists and all that. And the fact that the androids even exist. Granted, yeah, the androids can swap into 18, but at the very least against 17, he can put in work. And Ultra Gogeta is just ridiculous, honestly, yeah. And by the way, fusions are about to get another buff with Vegito Blue, so that also affects him too. So, yeah, I honestly perfectly agree with this. I have no issues with this.
Number 5 on the list is going to be Ultra Blue Kaioken Goku. So, I think, I don't know how long, maybe like 2 months ago. So I'm recording this video on June 5th. So like, maybe like early April or so, I would probably have this guy at number 2 on the list. Or maybe even number.
If we're going back that far, I personally, for me, I thought for the longest time before anniversary, I thought Kaioken was probably the best unit in the game, even above Ultra Gogeta and all that. Yeah, I would probably say, honestly, for me personally, I would have said confidently that Kaioken was the best unit in the game, easily above Ultra Gogeta when he initially came out. Now, obviously, I think the opposite, but Kaioken, I just think for the longest time was just too good. I don't know. Let me continue.
It might be 2 or 1. It's one of those 2 spots.
I mean, yeah.
We've had so let's move on to number 4.
All right.
Which probably is going to be the most controversial on this list. But we'll see.
Okay. Who do I think is number 4? I think controversial. Most controversial unit. You know what? I'm gonna go on a wild take here. There's only 3 units left here, because obviously androids, he already said that they're number 1. So it's the only units that could possibly be left are obviously Angel Golem Frieza, Ultra Gogeta, and MUI Goku. You know what? He said controversial, so either I'm betting... I'm going to say MUI Goku. I'm going to say Do I say MUI? I'm going to go MUI Goku. Second, I would probably put Frieza. Nah, I'm gonna go Angel Golem Frieza. I think. I don't.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Yes. Yes. Okay. I had a feeling. I was thinking maybe MUI Goku just because he said controversial, so I was like, oh, maybe he'll have Angel Golem Frieza above MUI Goku and Ultra Gogeta and all stuff, but. Okay, let me just quickly guess what I think the rest of the list is gonna be. I think honestly, Ultra Gogeta might be next, and then MUI. That's my guess. I think that's gonna be my guess. I'm gonna finalize that right now. We'll see if I'm correct.
Number 4 on the list is going to.
By the way, in terms of what I think about this guy, I don't know if I necessarily personally fully agree that he's like the number 4 best unit in the game, like above Kaioken. I don't know, but I can see the case. Like honestly, I'm not really mad about this. Honestly, like honestly, throughout this whole tier list, I think the only placement that's really been like kind of like somewhat iffy to me has honestly been Goku and Vegeta. Like I don't know, Goku and Vegeta are definitely very good for sure. Now they have a little bit more value because God, he got buffed up MUI Goku and all stuff, but I also don't know if at least for me personally, I don't know if I would have them top 10. I don't know. At least for me personally, I feel like they fall a little bit short of the top 10, but they're still good. Like again, even with that placement from Goresh, I'm not really too upset about it, honestly. Like I can see it, so I'm fine with it, honestly. This placement for the rest of the tier list, honestly, has been almost spot on, honestly. Maybe let me see what he has to say about this Frieza. I don't know, but Frieza is definitely very good. You cannot deny the fact that this Angel Golem Frieza is very good, and even when he's not getting boosted, he's still going to continue to be ridiculous because the way he's designed, like he's just ridiculous, man.
Angel Golden Frieza.
But I somewhat agree with this, honestly. I can see a case of it.
Not that high on this guy, which I think is pretty ridiculous. I mean, even this anniversary celebration, you could even argue he became better, right?
Oh yeah, obviously he became better.
Continued to buff the Universe Survival Saga team. Guess what team this guy's on? Universe Survival Saga.
Oh yeah, and he was already in a good place anyways beforehand with LOE. Like he was already on LOE, which was the best team in the game for sure. Definitely before anniversary for sure. So yeah, like he's yeah. There it is.
One thing I could say about this guy that he doesn't do exceptionally well is just his straight up tanking. Like he doesn't have like extra reduced damage received off of a cover change. So if you cover change against like a type neutral Ultra Gogeta, for example, you could die.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Frieza, I will say, offensive wise, he's exceptional, especially once he builds up his buffs and all stuff. Defense wise, is not the best. Like at higher stars, and once you fire a blast off with him in certain situations, he can probably tank okay, and he does have decent sustainability regardless because of the fact that he heals as he draws cards and all stuff. Especially if you pop that main ability, he heals a ton. But his raw tanking for sure, is not the greatest. Literally that scenario you just explained where a type neutral Gogeta could legitimately just destroy this Frieza, it's happened. I've seen it happen. Trust me, it's happened quite a bit to me, and I've also done it against the enemy as well. So yeah,
him over Ultra Blue Kaioken Goku, it's not really that big of a deal. I don't know. It's
no.
If you guys disagree, let me know. But to me, this is one of the best units in the game, easily.
I will say I want to see how Kaioken does when he's not getting boosted. We'll find out tomorrow. Literally, it's time recording this. I'll find out tomorrow. I'll probably use him immediately. just to see how he does not getting boosted. Probably at that point, I can confidently have Frieza above him. I'll probably still I can see it. Like I honestly don't really hate this placement at all. Like I can see it, but I also don't know if I fully 110% agree with it. But I can see it. I'm honestly fine with this placement. But like I said, I think I'm gonna guess Ultra Gogeta's maybe next, and then MUI Goku. We'll see if I'm right.
Him being in the top 5 in the game right now is not really that hot of a take. I don't.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely up there.
Character. Let's move on to number 3.
Ultra Gogeta.
All right, moving on to number 3 on the list.
Okay, well I was wrong. Okay, MUI Goku number 3 and Ultra Gogeta above him. I can see it honestly. I would definitely say I'll honestly probably actually. You know what? Goresh's tier list is probably not too far off of what I would put honestly. Like. Minus the Goku Vegeta. I think Goku Vegeta, I don't know if I would personally have them in the top 10. I actually don't know who I would put in his place. It's just I don't know if I would have them top 10. And especially number 9. Like I need more time to think about it. Other than that, mainly, I think honestly it's been fine. Like honestly, this is close. Like it's not spot on exact to what I would say or what I would probably place these units at, but it's pretty damn close. Like honestly, if I were to make my tier list right now, it would probably be very close. Again, maybe minus Goku Vegeta. But other than that, I think it would be pretty decently, like it would almost be spot on, honestly. So like, yeah. So MUI Goku in terms of where I would place him, I'll actually probably place him top 3. Honestly, I actually probably agree with this. I think he's probably 3rd best. Honestly, I agree with this. Honestly, I think he's definitely top 3 for sure. Like, I don't know if he can go lower than that. He's definitely very good for sure. I do think Ultra Gogeta is better for sure. I definitely agree. Yeah. MUI Goku is definitely very good. The more I play with him, I'm still not the most accustomed to using him nor fighting against him. I've gotten better. I'm more accustomed to fighting against him and using him, but I'm still not the best in terms of fighting against him and using him as well, if you know what I mean. But I've gotten more experience with him overall, and I can definitely say he's definitely this good. Like he's very good. Like the dodge mechanic, that unique gauge is ridiculous. The fact that, you know, he can output some pretty solid damage as well. Like defense wise, it's not the best, but it's not the absolute worst ever. Like overall, like he's a very solid character all around, honestly. Defense wise, he could be better. But other than that, I think he's fine. But especially, again, keep in mind my MUI Goku is only 3 stars, so of course, defensive-wise, he's not going to be good for me. So, yeah.
I don't know. I think at lowest, I could put this guy as number 4.
Yeah.
Number 2, I could say.
I will say, okay, just to add on to what I said he's definitely top 3. I will say the lowest for me, personally, you could probably put him as top 5. No lower than that. I don't think you can put him any lower than top 5. I feel like the top 5, you could probably interchange with one another, and I feel like it isn't really like all those units are just so close to each other. I feel like they're somewhat interchangeable, especially the top 3. Once you get into the top 3, I feel like you could have them in any order, and I feel like it'll be fine. Honestly, you could legitimately make a case that MUI Goku's probably the best unit in the game. You can make a case the Android's the best unit in the game. You can make a case Ultra Gogeta is the best unit in the game. Who knows with Vegito Blue when he gets the Zenkai, depending on how good he is, he might be in that same case. We shall see. I don't know, but at least for me personally, I feel like the top 3 could be interchangeable. Like, if someone were to mention to me, I think MUI Goku's the best unit in the game, I honestly wouldn't, like, I would be like, okay, like, I can actually see that. Like, I wouldn't really be like, oh, nah, you're chatting shit. Like, nah, nah, you're capping. Like, there's no way you would put him number 1. Like, no, I can actually legitimately see a case. Same thing with Ultra Gogeta, Androids. Like, all those units are just so close to each other. But I personally do think Androids are better. But, there's that.
But he's not able to do like that 70-80 card combos that 17 and 18 are. He doesn't have like the vanish gauge removal. Like there's little tech things that they're doing that's better. And I think of what this guy's able to do. So that's I think what separates them. But this guy's counters, the automatic.
All right, we gotta get a rush.
Okay,
and then Ultra Gogeta. Okay. Honestly, like I said, I think the top 3 honestly is what I would top 3 bare minimum, excluding the rest of the list. Spot on with what I would probably rank it, honestly. I'll probably rank my top 3 the same as Goresh's, honestly. Android's number 1, Gogeta number 2, and then the MUI number 3. I agree with that as of right now. I think that would be my placement as well. Once we get into the lower half, it's mostly spot on, maybe with a couple slight changes for me personally. And especially, like I said, maybe Goku Vegeta. I don't know 100% about that one for me personally, but I could see it. But for the most part, this tier list, like I said already, is pretty spot on what I would put, honestly, especially top 3. So yeah, Super Gogeta especially, yeah, he is ridiculous. Like Super Vegeta, what? No, not Super Vegeta. Super Gogeta is definitely very good. Just his raw damage output's insane. Tanking wise is honestly not too bad. The fact that he can also, one thing that also helps him with his offense, the fact that every combo he does, he can pretty much end it off with a blue card, just definitely helps him out with his damage output for sure. And it's just super annoying. He gets extra buffs as well, the constant healing as well, the blast armor, the green card nullifies special cover changes and all that. And then also the fact that when an ally dies, he locks the enemy in and he goes type neutral is ridiculous. The ultimate, the fact that one, the ultimate can hit hard, and also the fact that he nullifies endurance for 30 counts afterwards is ridiculous. The fact that he can also fire off 2 ultimates in one match, especially when he's last man standing, it's ridiculous as well. Like Ultra Gogeta just all around is just a very broken unit. He's just a very good character. That's all I gotta say about it. Honestly, do I even listen to the whole thing? I feel like honestly at this point, like I don't know what I'm gonna do with this video specifically. Like I don't know if I'm gonna keep it mostly raw, if I might cut out quite a bit and all that stuff, depending. I mean, the raw recording right now, as I'm like mentioning this, is like an hour long. It's an hour and 7 minutes long. That's how long this recording has been. So I don't know if I want to keep the whole thing. I might cut up a decent bit of it. So I don't know if I really like. We already know, and obviously the fact that he does have value because he's an effective counter against MUI Goku. Even the android's going to be a pretty solid counter against, granted, 18. If they swap in 18, she's going to be annoying, but at the very least, Gogeta does have his ways of going type neutral as well, which can help with that. So he's not a bad counter against him, but he's also not like the greatest counter of all time against him. But he can definitely still be a good counter against him for sure. It's just the androids are just built different, honestly. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna end off here. Again, we don't need to listen to his whole explanation. We already know why he's this high, and then obviously he mentioned the androids earlier. In terms of my overall thoughts on this tier list, I honestly thought it was pretty good. Even the honorable mentions, I mean, I don't really care too much about the honorable mentions. At the very least, maybe I will put Future Gohan. Maybe actually, do I? I don't know. Let me not even mention anything about the honorable mentions. But in terms of top 10, I mostly agree. Again, Goku Vegeta is probably the main one. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure on. Honestly, I'll probably put them in honorable mentions personally for me. I don't know who I would swap them out for, but at least out of the UNC put here, let me see what I would swap. Probably not Jiren. No, I don't know about. I actually. I don't know. It's just regardless, at least for me personally, I don't know if I would Goku and Vegeta at least at number 9. I don't know. But other than that, the tier list is fine for me, honestly. Like even the Angel and Frieza, this being what he personally thinks is the most controversial pick, I think for me is honestly fine. I think it's fine, and the top 3 is perfect, spot on with what I would put. So there's that. Overall, I thought the tier list was pretty solid for the most part. So gets a pass from me, honestly. I've really not many issues, no issues really here, honestly. So good tier list for the homie Goresh. Again, please don't take like any takes I have seriously. Don't take it too harsh. All right, I just wanted to share my opinions. All of us are entitled to our own opinions and all stuff. And like I said, I agree with it for the most part anyway. So I hope there better not be any of you hating. I don't know. But then again, whatever. And let me stop digging myself into a hole. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a great one, y'all.